Hello Striders and welcome. Bobgar here playing some $10 decks in Modern. So this is $10 Living End and I'm going to play it and we're going to see how it does. I am 2-1 right now. I would be 3-1 if the last match counted, but the guy punted really hard and didn't really know what he was doing, and I did manage to beat him, but he also quit after the first game, so I don't know how fair that was. This is definitely a keep for me. I get my last mana off this thing. I have a bunch of random cyclers. It feels pretty good. Not the best deck, and not the best hand I've ever seen, mind you, but it's fine. I wonder if this is like Infect or something. I hope not. Okay, Serum Visions. Not Infect. It actually might be worse for me. It's probably some kind of deck that runs a bunch of counter spells. And one of the things I am not very strong against as a deck is counter spells. Doesn't matter which land I play here, but I think I'll play Swamp, and I will pass. No reason to cycle the Street Wraith yet. Doesn't really get me anything here. I can play this a little slow and be fine. And I think I cycle this one because it's more important, but I'm probably going to do the two one cyclers next turn. Got another Swamp. That's fine. Got another Street Wraith. Put in Mountain. Pass turn. Hopefully they don't have the dreaded main board graveyard hate either. That would also blow me out. He has not played a single spell so far on turn 3, which is a little scary. Leads me to believe that he might be waiting to counterspell something. I still think I'm going to keep cycling. Oh, and I did that backwards, so I just can't do it. God, that was just a huge pun. That's alright. I drew one of my living ends. That's never good. Play this. Pass turn. So I get to Forest Cycle and Normal Cycle, so I really didn't lose that much. He still hasn't played a single spell. Some kind of green-blue deck. Forest Cycling. Grabs me a Forest. Doing that one first just because it thins slightly, although that's not terribly relevant. Another Cycler. Still don't even have my combo yet, which is a little unfortunate. I will play, I guess I'll play the Forest he knows about. Fortunately, I don't have a good way to use my mana this turn, but I guess I'll just pass. I would really like him to play something at some point. Well, he sees the living end. That's a little unfortunate, but that's alright. Makes it a hard decision for him, because he knows if he taps out, I get like at least 2 free cycles here and a draw to draw my combo piece. What is this? When someone's anvil enters the battlefield, you may exile a non-land card from your hand. Spells you cast that share a card type with that exiled card costs 2 less to cast. Sure. What does he exile? Instant. Okay. Maybe he's just trying to do something broken. I think... yeah, I'm going to do this first in case I draw out the combo piece. That's instant speed. I didn't. So I will Forest Cycle again. Not many forests left in my deck. He knows what my hand is now, so I can't really hide anything from him. I could play a Faerie Macabre for fair. I don't know why his graveyard's popped out. I do have things I could get out of his graveyard, but I don't know how important they are. I can even play a Shriekmaw for fair technically, but that's not very useful. I think I'll slam down a Faerie Macabre and cycle this guy. Well, I could keep him. I could just play him hardcast him next turn and swing, I guess. Might be better than trying to cycle him. So he has this out. His instants are very cheap now. Assuming he has some really big instants. Draw 4 cards. Sure. So he's back up to 7 cards in hand. It's definitely a spicy deck. The old opportunity. 6 mana draw 4. Serum Visions. Passes here, I think. 4. Yeah, I don't think I do. I think I just pass. This guy's 7 mana. I'm just gonna start swinging and playing things for fair, I guess. Oh, I did that wrong. I'm dumb as hell. Why did I do that? I'm so dumb. I should have played this guy before combat and swung for like 5 extra damage. It's not. I'm not used to just casting him. I think that's part of the problem. That's fine though. You want to counter him? Go for it. Oh god, it got remanded. Sure. Wouldn't have mattered then anyway. Play something big. I'm guessing he just has a handful of counter spells because he just isn't doing anything and he hasn't done anything all game other than play an opportunity and play something that makes sense cheap. This is super neat, super spicy for sure. This is probably like the deck I'm playing. This is probably a super budget deck. The total lack of creatures makes my deck not a great matchup against it. What makes this deck powerful is that it kills all your opponent's creatures, which usually by turn 3 or 4 they have a bunch of, and it what does Tidings do? Actually, I don't know that one. I don't know that one. There's no text on it. What do? Oh, draw 4 cards. Alright, fine. I forgot you can just right click them. Birds of Paradise. Sure. I wonder if he has another remand. He has to discard a bunch of cards. Land, birds. Play another card. So what is better? I could Shriekmaw his birds. That doesn't seem terrible. I could Igneous Pouncer to do 5 damage. Or I could just slam a Jungle Weaver to do more damage in the future, I think. I'm just going to cast down the Shriekmaw. Does he want to counter it? He wants to remand it. Sure, that's fine. Get in there. Get in there, little fairy. Yeah. Well, at least the remands are going to the graveyard. That's pretty good for me. But he just has so much mana and so many cards at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Which is enough to play 11. Plays 11 mana. Entwined Tooth and Nail. Does he actually have the Tooth and Nail targets he needs? What does he get with it? I think he paid too much for this, didn't he? Oh, it's a sorcery, so he had to pay full. He had to pay the full 9. Okay. Well, first things first, let's cycle this. Nope, I still have just had 0 combo pieces and this many draws. That's actually pretty crazy. think I will cycle the Jungle Weaver. Because if I hit a combo piece, I can cycle this guy too. I think I'll do it for green. Combo piece. Be a combo piece. 36 cards left in deck. How many more can there be? No! Now I'm left with a hard decision, right? Because can't Shriekmaw kill... Or maybe Shriekmaw can't kill Emrakul. I don't actually know. I think I just cycle again and hope for the best. I'll cycle the black. And I hit it. Boop, boop, boop. Play it on... Birds of Paradise is the only one I can target, or I can target my own, I guess. Actually, cancel. He has 2 creatures in here, right? He has a birds. Maybe he only has birds. It's hard to see all the creatures in here. I just exile Tooth and Nail, whatever. Demonic Dread, targeting birds. Cast. Sure, I will kill... I don't know why I bothered exiling those 2. Oh, I win. I made it! Sweet! Well, that was lucky. That was very lucky. I mean, I could bring Slaughter Games in for Tooth and Nail, but I don't know if he's really like a Tooth and Nail deck exactly. He might even just run 1 copy of Tooth and Nail for all I know. Ricochet Trap is 100% coming in. That might be the only add. Down 2 Pale Recluses. Faerie didn't seem super useful. Street Wraith, not Street Wraith, Shriekmaw didn't really either, because I think the only things he can play can't be Shriekmaw. I think that's true. I mean, I can get birds with them, and that's not terrible. Is that better than Faerie Macabre? I guess most of the other things he would... Oh, he could keep Progenitus in his graveyard. If he gets Progenitus in his graveyard, because he can just discard it to hand size, and then I have to fight against the Progenitus, so maybe these are really good to keep in. I think I'll cut a Demonic Dread. He doesn't seem to have a lot of creatures. I could bring in the Ingot Chewer against that one spicy artifact he played, but I don't... Again, I'm not really convinced it's worth it. I think maybe I'll just cut a Jungle Weaver instead. I mean, he is slow, so Jungle Weavers aren't terrible. Ricochet Traps are 100% necessary to beat Remand. Cut a Shriekmaw. I think I'll call that good. I don't know how hard I want to sideboard against him. I mean, it would be a big blowout if I killed that artifact, but I don't know how many he runs, and I don't even know how good it was for him. I mean, it 2-for-1s him a little bit. Well, unfortunately, I don't have green mana, but this is a keep for a bunch of reasons. I'm going to get 2 red, so I'll be able to, when I finally get green mana, if I wait till 4, I'll have enough to Violent Outburst with Ricochet Trap up, and I have a bunch of good cyclers, so I can't imagine not keeping this. Although it's also not 100% ideal. Oh, there's the green mana. Alright, well, I have a game plan then, and I starts with playing black or red. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'll play the red. Pass turn. So get to 4 mana, hope to get under him. He is just playing all his blue like he does. Cycle Monstrous Carabid seems good. Okay, I think I'll do the 2. Don't want to play the second one of this. I want to play this and then the Mountain. I get off that. But I think this turn I still just cycle 2 things and hope he doesn't have Graveyard Hate. Being able to stack his library actually might be pretty powerful, so I like Architects a lot in the graveyard. He does nothing. In fact, he stays at 2 mana, so that's a really good sign for me. Yeah, I'm doing it right this time. This one uses red, this one has to use black, so I didn't want to do that wrong. I don't actually have the guy that shoots things down, so the Faerie Macabre could be a free creature. Oh good, and I have a second copy of Violent Outburst if I need it. So this turn I just pass. Unfortunately, I only have one cycler. He cycles for a mountain, though, which is nice. And the guy scoops. I think I'll probably keep this one. He went to 2 mana. He only had 2 mana, which sucks, but I think I was going to win that game given that he got stuck at 2 mana. So anyway, got there against an interesting mono blue crazy deck. Was it mono blue? I don't even remember if it was mono blue. I guess it wasn't. It definitely wasn't mono blue because it had creatures that went mono blue, but some kind of like weird creature combo deck. Oh, it was blue green. That's right, because it ran Tooth and Nail. Blue green Tooth and Nail crazy deck thing. So sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really helps us out. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrap.